Let me ask you a question. At this point in time, this is 2019, who holds the world record for being the fastest man over 100 meters, 200 meters, I think 400 meters as well? Well, it's Usain Bolt. Now, the cool thing about Usain Bolt is he trains hard like other athletes. You have to at that level. But there's something you may not know. Usain Bolt has scoliosis. Now, scoliosis is a disease of the spine. It causes a curvature of the spine, and it can decrease academic performance because you haven't got that framework from which all the muscles attached to your body to be the most powerful it can be when it comes to sprinting. However, Usain Bolt didn't give up. He had perseverance, and he trained and trained and trained. He knew he had this physiological condition that was a bit of a hindrance, but it didn't stop him from becoming the world's best. And so, the most successful athlete over those distances has a disease of the skeletal system and muscular system that could have prevented him, but he decided not to let that stand in his way. So, sports people can do it, school kids can do it as well. We don't let things get in our way. We want to make sure we change what we call mindset. If you're a sports person like Usain Bolt, he doesn't stand at the beginning of a race, right? He doesn't stand at the beginning of the race or squatting at the beginning of his 100 meters, and he doesn't think, I'm feeling a little bit off, I'm not going to make this. Oh, look at that person over there, they look really fit. They're probably going to beat me because, they look like, they look really cool and they're going to beat me. He doesn't think like that. He has a mindset that is fixed to win. He has a mindset that says, I've done all the training. I know the hours and hours I've put in. I know that I can run this much as my personal best, and I'm going to go for it and actually improve my personal best time. They have a positive mindset. They will look at another athlete and go, they've trained hard, they look pretty good, but I reckon I know exactly what I've done and I can beat them. I have a positive mindset. So mindset is the same in sports as if it's in the same of the academic arena. When you're at school, you can say, you know what? This maths is challenging. I don't understand it yet, but I will. There's nothing in my genetics that's going to stop me from understanding how to do this. Might take me a little bit longer, might take me a little bit of different traveling in my journey, but I will understand it, right? A positive mindset. So that's something that we're going to be talking on and making lots of videos on how you can change your mindset. The most famous people in history had a positive mindset. Perseverance, practice equals success. Okay? So, we know that sports people have a positive mindset. What other things do sports people do that we can learn from in studying? Well, the second thing is so they have many coaches. If you're a professional athlete, you might have a strength coach to look at how you improve the strength and core and so forth of your body. You'll then have a coach that is in charge of the team. You might have a psychology coach looking at your mental aspect and approach to mindset. You might have a nutritionist which looks at the nutrition of your body. You might have an ethics coach or a communication coach. So if you are doing press releases and talking, etc., they will coach you in how to present yourself. So there's lots of coaches that go together at high-end athletes that work together on different aspects of your performance. And so in a way, your teachers at school are like that. Your teachers are like coaches. But not only are they subject-specific coaches, they're also coaching you how to communicate, how to study, and use them to help you improve, right? So if coaches can have multiple ways to improve your performance, so can you. You can improve your mindset when it comes to study. You can improve your nutrition and your sleep. You can't perform at your best every day when you're learning or when your exams are if you're getting 2 hours sleep a night, or if you're not getting the right nutrition, or if you're not approaching it from the right perspective, or you're not studying at home the right way for your brain frequently enough. So all those things go into the mix. So sports versus school, right? Sports people aren't born like Olympic athletes. We may go into the arguments about genetics. Yeah, they have the genetic potential to be, but there's a lot of programming, a lot of practicing, a lot of persevering, a lot of training that goes into it. I mean, with people in school and academics, Yeah, there's a bit of genetics there that's going to help someone become a certain level, but there is still a lot of practice. I mean, Einstein himself, that genius is 99% perspiration, 1% inspiration, saying that you need to work hard, okay? And a lot of people are afraid of hard work, and they think that because of their mindset, for example, they go, I'm never going to get this. Yes, you will. It's just going to take some time. So sports people aren't born professional athletes and can run 100 meters in 9 point whatever seconds. They need to train, right? And so do you. So when it comes to studying, you need to train and practice, and how you train and how you practice will make a big difference to how quickly you understand it, how much you retain, and how you can mix and apply and synthesize and analyze and evaluate new scenarios that are unfamiliar to you, not just recall the basic facts using flashcards only, for example. So that's just a quick little trip into how a sports person versus school is very similar. I'm going to pop some pictures up now that show you various famous sports people and some quotes that they give about performance and perseverance and never giving up and looking forward and attaining a positive mindset. Some of them you may be familiar with, but what they've got to say is powerful that we can apply to learning. Let's have a look. I'll tell you what, I'm inspired for some of those things there, because not only do we have sports people that can do it, I'm going to digress a little bit, but we also have musicians. Things that happen to musicians that you know, would think, I'm going to give up my music, I can't play guitar, I can't play piano. And so here's some pictures of musicians that have had some accident, or they were born with some type of physical condition that prevented them from playing a musical instrument traditionally like we do, that have, let's say, 2 arms and all of our fingers and thumbs. They don't, but they still can play, and they play amazingly. So positive mindset, practice and training, right? Do not be fooled to think that if you're here and success is here, right, that it's a straight road. Success is like this. You learn a lot from failing. You learn a lot from rethinking about how to apply yourself. You know, when you're a professional athlete, you don't wake up and, let's say you're a golf player, and get on the tee and drive it the furthest distance you've ever seen down the middle of the fairway. Sorry, you don't do that. You practice and you train. You learn how to cope with crosswinds. You get video analysis of your swing. You get better technical clubs, etc., etc. And through lots of trial and effort, your consistency improves to the point where you don't have to have a lot of this anymore, but your journey involves that, and you do a lot of successful drives, but you still get it wrong every now and then, and that's okay, because that's part of what competition's all about. Same with school, right? You practice, you get things wrong, you learn from them, and you get up and you move forward. Okay, so this is just a quick little tip on connecting those two together, and I'll see you in the other videos where we start looking at this and relating it more to learning.